Just kidding. Is that too soon? Sorry about that. What are you doing here? I did not expect to see you here. Funny enough, I didn't expect to see me here either. Let's chat about it, shall we? Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaylee and you probably maybe remember me about making enneagram videos. I am still a 9-wing 1 and an INFJ. Sorry that I have not posted in the last 3 years with no warning. The last video I posted, I went into labor that night and had a baby. So I have 4 kids and I've been at home raising them. If you remember, the 9-wing 1 is called The Dreamer, and I have been living my dream of being a stay-at-home mom, and that's what I've been doing full time. I absolutely love it. It is so fulfilling. It is hard work. Talk about self-development, talk about growing and a journey towards becoming understanding yourself. You will not be pushed in as many ways as you will be pushed until you have kids. Maybe not everyone, but me, that's true for me. That being said, I have more dreams. I have dreams that work in tandem with motherhood and raising a family, and that's why I'm here. That's how I have found myself here today. I want to share some dream journey with you. The channel can either die or it can grow alongside me and you as well. And I'm hoping that it doesn't die. I've thought a lot about it for the last 3 years that I haven't posted what I'm going to do with this space, and I finally feel confident in my decision to move forward in this direction. And I say confident pretty lightly because I'm not the embodiment of confidence. I'm not the embodiment of articulation. I have filmed this video 4 times. Four times. Every time I film it, I think I'm articulate and I know what I'm saying and I'm getting my point across, and I'm not. I know when we are talking about the age of artificial intelligence, that's meaning like ChatGPT, but I think that it can also accurately apply to my intelligence. It feels very artificial these days. The mom brain is real. With that being said, some of my main values I have seen more clearly now than ever, with having so much on my plate, having so much responsibility, seeing what makes the cut and what doesn't, what I'm really passionate about and what sticks with me and what hasn't. And those few things mean more and more in my everyday life. Some of those values I have used to pull me out of the postpartum struggle, and I find it really important enough to share it with you. I value connection, creativity, self-expression, and beauty. Those 4 things have worked as a driving force in my life. Creating something outside of myself, creating something better, something beautiful, something with purpose, something that has a place in the real world. I think it's a message that a lot of people connect with, and it's this kind of distant, fuzzy picture because everyone's path towards that looks different. That's why I think the Enneagram has been such a helpful tool, especially in my own life, and I know a lot of other people's lives. So how do these values kind of translate to where I am now and why I'm here talking to you after 3 years? I think by now a lot of people have heard of enclosed cognition, a theory that the way that you dress and appear actually affects how you show up in the world, how you perform, and your mental clarity as it pertains to the job you're doing. Not just the way that other people treat you, but the way that you believe you'll be able to do things. Another idea is dopamine dressing, or putting on clothes that just brighten your day a little bit. I think it was about 1 year postpartum with my first child that I really understood I need to get dressed every day. Not just put on clothes, but dress. I think that there's a lot of dignity and connection to be had in beautiful, functional, and self-expressive pieces. As somebody who loves systems like the Enneagram and Myers-Briggs, I also have been doing a deep dive into the Kibbe body types and the Kitchener essences and the 4 color seasons, and trying to understand beauty and color and fabric weight a little bit better, because I've been sewing for the last 10 years. And when you sew, you have to really know what you want to make and if it will look right before you make it. Creating things has been a big part of my life for the entirety of my life. And I had a realization while reading a book that was recommended to me by my dad, who a lot of you know also here on YouTube. And this book is about pursuing your dreams. And as the dreamer, I do have a lot of dreams, and a lot of them have been put on the back burner because I have the dream of being a stay-at-home mom and raising my kids. But not every dream is incoherent with that. I actually think some of them complement each other very well. I've decided now to follow one of these other dreams alongside my mothering. And that dream is to design and create a fashion brand, a women's apparel line of natural material, ethically made, sustainably made, beautiful pieces that have a practical purpose, but also bring a little bit of inspiration into everyday life. So here's the pivot from Enneagram to self-development, the journey of becoming. Because no matter how cheesy it sounds, I am becoming more. It's so easy to be comfortable and stagnant. The comfort zone is something I've always tried to push out of, because not a lot of growth happens when you're comfortable. And at the end of my life, I would love to have tried a few more things with serious effort, this being one of them. And in reading this book about pursuing your dreams, I've realized I'm willing to do this for the long haul. Something that has not fallen to the wayside through my mothering and taking care of my kids has been my outlet of design and sewing. My love for crafting and creating, and I know that creating and designing is very different than running a business and entrepreneurship, but I think as any good dream does, it inspires you to work outside of your comfort zone. Like I said, I filmed this video 4 times because I'm trying to get it just right. And no matter how many times I try to string along the perfect sentence or the perfect phrases in order to get my point across, it never comes out as polished or as coherent as I'd like it to. And you know what? I think my ideal of having this beautiful women's brand also could very easily just never be perfect enough to show. And because of that, I think I need to do it when I'm not ready. Start now and show you the beginning process. Show you what it looks like to develop something when you don't know what you're doing. Understanding personality, yours and others, is wonderful, because when you understand who you are, you can live who you are. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I've been doing for the last 3 years. That's what I plan to do now, and I want to bring you along with me. If you're becoming something also, I want you to come with me and share your experience. What are you becoming? What dream are you following, even though it scares you? I have short form content lined up so that you can see the process I've been taking. I have a few videos scheduled, longer form content. That way you can see a little bit more in depth what's going on behind the scenes. So with that, I'll see you in 3 years. I'm just kidding. Is that too soon? Sorry about that. And with that, thank you for being here again. And I'll see you next time. Bye.